Good afternoon, Bermuda. I'm joined by Steve Cosham, the National Disaster Coordinator. Earlier today, we convened an Emergency Measures Organization meeting with all the relevant agencies to get the latest updates regarding Tropical Storm Paulette. Tropical Storm Paulette is expected to intensify into a hurricane, and it poses a threat to Bermuda. As of this afternoon, the Bermuda Weather Service indicated that Tropical Storm Paulette is currently over 800 nautical miles away to the east-southeast of Bermuda. It is expected to come within 100 nautical miles within the next 72 hours. The Bermuda Weather Service now expects Paulette's closest approach on Monday. Over the weekend, Bermuda can expect to experience a progressed intensification of the storm, and it is expected to increase to hurricane strength by late Sunday. In light of this, I want to issue some critical reminders to the community, particularly as it relates to public safety and storm preparedness. As we've all seen, the 2020 hurricane season has been particularly active, and now we're facing the impact of a severe storm. I'm urging the public to take the remainder of today and the weekend to ensure that their storm preparations are complete. An important point to remember is that we are still in the throes of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we need to ensure that we take extra precautions. Yes, residents should make sure they have the basic supplies in their hurricane kits. This includes your typical non-perishable food supplies and water, and an extra supply of key medicines. Also, make sure you have fresh batteries and smartphone battery packs, flashlights, and other key items to aid in an emergency. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, residents should add personal protective equipment, or PPE, to their hurricane kits. This includes face masks or face coverings and hand sanitizer. There should be enough PPE to last for 7 days for each member of your household. This weekend, you should be finalizing any routine cleanup or any repair activities around your homes, as well as ensuring that your marine vessels are secure. We are anticipating that Paulette will cause some challenges for those living in low-lying sea level areas. So we are urging those residents to take the necessary safety precautions. As we know, our public schools are set to resume on Monday. However, any decisions regarding the closure of schools, suspension of public transport, closure of government offices, or curtailing any other government services due to the storm will be shared following our EMO meeting tomorrow afternoon. The public will be properly advised of any major decisions that affect them. Additionally, the Bermuda Police Service, the Royal Bermuda Regiment, the Parks Department, and the Ministry of Public Works are mobilizing their resources in the east, west, and central areas of the island to ensure safety and security. Following our EMO meeting tomorrow, we will also be able to provide more information regarding the government shelter at Cedar Bridge. As an added note, the Ministry of Health will also provide an update regarding its COVID-19 testing, and it should be its COVID-19 testing, should be affected by the impending storm. Lastly, before I turn it over to the National Disaster Coordinator, who will provide you with a general update on the new location of our Hurricane Operations Center, as well as any other operational matters, I wish to stress to the community to please exercise good judgment and common sense during this storm. Please be safe. Please exercise physical distancing when you are shopping for your supplies or if you intend to ride out the storm with others. Please take steps to protect your families. And above all, check on your neighbors, our seniors, and our vulnerable persons. Bermuda, we have been through serious storms before, and we have weathered them by coming together as a community. So let's continue to look out for one another as we weather Paulette. As I indicated to you, we will hold our next briefing late tomorrow afternoon following our EMO meeting at 1 o'clock. We will also provide updates on the emergency broadcast station, 100.1 FM, which will be broadcasting prior to the onset of the storm with key emergency information on the half hour. I now turn it over to Steve Cosham. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. The EMO met today, as the Minister said. The EMO Operations Group, which gathers the situational awareness on the onset, during and after the hurricane, will be moved from Police ComOps to the fire station. The reason for the move is physical distancing requirements for the number of people that are there. It will be staffed with a number of agencies, including the Regiment, Public Works, Parks Department, for the clean-up effort, as well as police, fire and health. Balco will also be there with the Department of Communications and Information. They're providing information back to the EBF 100.1 for the regular news updates on the top of the hour and the bottom of the hour. That's all from me.
All right, thank you, members of the media. That concludes the formal remarks. If you have any questions, please come to the microphone, which is at the back of the room. We can start with David. Oh, no, David? Okay, we'll start with Owen from the Royal Gazette. Thank you, Owen.
Owen Johnson-Barnes with the Royal Gazette. Do we have any idea when conditions are expected to deteriorate around the island as regarding wind speeds and rough waters?
The Weather Service would have been here today, but they're in a conference call right now with the National Hurricane Center in Miami. So there is an idea, but it's too early to say. And so that's why we've asked them for their best advice. And they said that the 12 o'clock information comes in. Once all the data has been tabulated, we're having an EMO meeting Saturday at 1 p.m. and that will be followed as soon as we can with a press conference to give the public the most accurate timings. If we start putting timings out now, they might not be accurate. They'll be the best guess. So we've got to wait until tomorrow afternoon to give the best decision based on the best data.
Now, of course, before storms, quite frequently, large numbers of Bermudians go out to the stores, they prepare, buy supplies. Are there concerns that distancing requirements will be breached during this period?
I don't think that there will be concerns with regard to that. I think that our people and our public are generally understanding that we are still navigating a pandemic at this time. We have reinforced it in what I've said today, and I'm going to trust that our people know that we are still in a pandemic. We are still asking you to physical distance. We're still asking you to wear masks. That has not ceased because we are now weathering weather challenges.
If there are no further questions from the members of the media today, that concludes our press briefing. And should you be so inclined, we will see you here tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.